last time that we got together and we're chit-chatting about Arcane Fiberworks yarn, I had the Trick or Treat and then the Pennywise inspired colorway, which I have the cardigan all worked up for both of those. The Trick or Treat is right here, but the Pennywise, I need to go ahead and grab that because definitely we need to like see that one. It's fantastic. I was chatting about some other colors that I 100% wanted to work up for the spooky season. One of them was Haunting. There was another one called Cozy or Cozy Weather, something like that. Anyways, Arcane Fiberworks heard me and sent me another box of yarn to work up. So first of all, we need to say happy Halloween to Arcane Fiberworks and thank you for making this pattern become a reality much quicker than I thought it was going to. Okay, the Haunting. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Because they have an inspiration picture right next to each colorway, this one drew me in immediately. Haunted house with some of the lights on, giving the illusion that there's a ghoulie living there, like living their absolute best life with a cemetery right in front. We have some tombstones, it's misty, it's foggy. You know that they're inside crocheting and knitting away. Loved this picture. Scroll through a little bit more and you see the color all worked up, which I 100% love that they do this, a little knit swatch so you can see how the pooling's gonna lay, how much of each color is there. Obviously, it's hand-dyed yarn, so every single skein is gonna be a little bit different, which I feel like it's magic. Like every single one has its own personality, its own characteristics. I'm just gushing over this yarn, and I will, forever and for always. So when I was working it up, I was watching The Haunted Mansion, the new one that just came out on Disney, which is why I have my little mug here. And in my head, I was like, oh, Haunting, Haunted Mansion, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna make something inspired by the movie. I went all the way through the movie, made this gorgeous throw, threw it on, and decided that no, this is something that Emily of the Corpse Bride would 100% have worn to her wedding. Here's the true test. Do we think it would have been perfect? Obviously, the wedding would have happened in the fall, so it's gonna be a little bit chilly. So as she's waiting in between pictures, she could wrap herself up. That way it's still on theme for all of the candid pictures that they get with her and the bridesmaids just chilling, hanging out, having some coffee together. It would have matched the ensemble. Just be absolutely gorgeous. This, for me, is going to be something that is, for now, is going to chill in my movie room. Really enjoyed having the weight of this because of the fact that it is a bulky weight yarn. It is super, super chunky and nice and warm. Obviously, it's super wash merino wool, which means it's inherently going to be warm. 100% I'm going to be wearing this out as well. I mean, for the rest of the day, like it goes with my ensemble. So yes, I'm going to be wearing this out and about. I haven't got my Starbucks yet, so we're going to need this for sure. I think it's like 42 degrees out, which is perfect for this entire like testing of the shawl. So if you can't already tell, I am incredibly happy with how this project turned out. I kind of thought I might want some tassels on the end of it, but I really don't enjoy making pom-poms or tassels, so I just wasn't in the mood for it. But maybe down the road I might do that. I have a little bit of the bulky yarn left just in case I want to, but really I just kind of ran through all the skeins that I had and that was the size of the shawl here. They also sent some different weights of this color. So we have the bulky yarn. Next we have fingering weight yarn, which you already know this is going to turn into a pair of socks. I was thinking like a lacy pair of socks, something that I haven't done in a long time. So I've kind of been playing around with a lace top design. The colors again are gonna play beautifully with some crochet lace. Then we have DK weight yarn, and I have 3 hanks here, which I was thinking of doing a cropped cardigan with. Cropped and short sleeve. So something that, again, I can layer on top of other things. Initially, I had thought a cowl with the bulky yarn. I just got going and here we are. We have a shawl now. So cowl with this, maybe do a moss stitch too, since that would give each color its moment to shine without being super difficult. Like obviously it's just one hank of yarn, so I don't have to change the color. But the way that the moss stitch stacks on itself, it really emphasizes the color that is being displayed in that moment. And it's also another stitch that I go back to all the time just because it's a easy repetitive stitch and I love working with it at the end of the night. So those are my options for that. And I actually do have a little extra time today to get started on one of those. So let me know, which one would you rather see? A pair of socks get going or cowl? Personally, it doesn't really matter because both of them are gonna get done eventually. Just which one do we want to see at least a little progress before Halloween? I'm not gonna commit to having both of these finished because that would be absolutely bananas. I do have a couple other projects that I'm still working on. And I mean, we're less than a week away from Halloween now, so that in and of itself would be pushing it. But I'm definitely not opposed to starting a few more projects. I also got the 3-skein kit of Hollow Queen sock weight yarn. This is such a fun combination. All of them are fingering weight yarn and really they could kind of either play together or play on their own. This one, I was thinking just go ahead and let it do its thing, have a happy Halloween trick or treat 2023 type of sock, but these two, and I don't know if this is being too ambitious, but I was thinking a little bit of sock color work. I've done lace, I've done different stitches, but I've never done color work. But would that not be so freaking cute? This as the main color and then little tiny pumpkins all throughout, or like maybe not all throughout, but the top part of the sock, 3 or 4 rows of pumpkins. Also, orange skulls would look really freaking cool too. The rest that's in this box is the My Happy Place, and this, okay, the color is just amazing. I have so many freaking ideas for this, so we really need to chit chat and kind of narrow it down to what I'm actually gonna do. Snuggled up by a window with a latte, that is what this looks like. The inspiration picture is the coziest latte that I've ever seen, and it really feels like something maybe just a day or two after Halloween, especially with the candle lit, and underneath it there's a thick chunky knit sweater of some sort. There's some leaves falling everywhere. It looks like it's gonna snow any single day. Okay, so cardigan is what I was wanting to do with the number 4 medium weight yarn. That would be freaking perfect. There are little bits of cranberry color in it too. Love that. I also have it in the fingering weight yarn, maybe like a fold over sock. So big, thick, chunky, no, cable socks. Yes, that is what these have to be. It would allow the color to kind of expand, play around a little bit, and you'd really see these little bits of speckled color throughout the yarn. Okay, cabled socks, that one is taken care of. And I also have the DK weight yarn too. Cowl, mittens. What do we think for this one? Fingerless mittens would be really pretty, and then wearing those to go get some coffee. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling with this. Because I feel like I'm pretty set on a cardigan. Like, cardigan for this. We have a pair of cabled socks to match with it. After I finish them, I do want to make that latte. This Happy Place yarn is definitely a fall essential. Like, it is all in stock right now. Let's double check before I freak out about it. So sock weight yarn is low. DK weight, we're in stock, ready to go. The worsted medium, so number 4 medium is a little bit low and the bulky is a little low. But the DK weight yarn, that would also look really cool as a knit sweater. We still have options. It's there, ready to go. I'm not sure if this is 100% a seasonal thing. It feels like a fall into the winter season, so it might stick around for a little bit. Here's the knit swatch version, so we can see it all worked up. So freaking gorgeous. And again, with the yellow coming through it. Okay, I guess I didn't even really pay attention too much to that, but I love it. Yeah, there's little bits of speckled color in here. It pulls everything together and it's just gonna look amazing as a cardigan. Had to grab my Pennywise inspired cardigan. I have one hank of the number 4 medium weight yarn left over. That red really popped when I worked this one up. So this was a cardigan that I did on my knitting machine, which I definitely am going to do more. Then I ended up putting all the panels together with a zigzag stitch. I do need to block it, especially since I worked it up on the knitting machine. The edges for the panels, they always end up curling. That's just what happens. And especially with the hand-dyed yarn, it seems to do it a little bit more. I just ended up doing a single crochet all the way around it just to kind of give it a finished look, but I didn't want to do too much extra to it. And I'm very happy with how it turned out. Just a cute little cropped cardigan. And now I have one hank left that I could probably make a pair of matching mitts with it. I don't know, I haven't figured it out yet, so I'm just gonna leave it here with the rest of my yarn and kind of like brainstorm what I wanna do. I don't think this one is sold out. Let's check it out. This is definitely a movie series that I have to watch every single October and multiple times. So while I was working on this, I had the first and second one going, and then I watched the original one as I was seaming everything together. Okay, we have the sock weight yarn, the DK weight, worsted weight, and chunky, all in stock, all ready to go. None of them are low stock. So if you love the Pennywise inspired cardigan and you want to make one for yourself or a pair of socks to hang out and have a super cozy Halloween, it's all there waiting and ready for you to get going on any of your projects. Since it is a Halloween inspired colorway, most likely after Halloween it will be leaving and more things will be replacing it. So definitely not one to wait on. If you love it, go ahead and check it out like today. The trick or treat yarn that they sent me the last time, I have the wrap all finished. So this is like a shrug cardigan. This was the trick or treat yarn, and then we have a little bit of green mossy color on the edge. I worked this up in a number 4 medium weight yarn. Obviously I need to do the ends in here still, but we're just gonna ignore that for the moment because yes, I have a lot of those on my list to do. Honestly, even with this outfit, okay, I love this. All right, let's put the one that actually matches my costume back on here today. That colorway, a little bit of love there. Don't forget to check out the color as well as all of the other things on Arcane Fiber. I mean, we didn't even go through their new colors that they already have out. Like, there's just so many new release. Okay, so before I let you go, I do need to show you the Whispers from the Woods. If you love a mossy green, that's all you right there. Again, I'm seeing a cardigan. Who else is on board to make all of the cardigans in the next coming months? I feel like there is a ton of opportunity for really fun movies to watch while working something up with this yarn too. And I love a good theme. So the yarn has a theme, it has the inspiration picture. I find the movie to go with the inspiration of the yarn and the project, just like everything all together comes in place. And especially for Halloween, it is one of my absolute favorite things to do. All right, ghouls, so that is it for me today. Thank you for hanging out with me, checking out this beautiful Arcane Fiberworks yarn. One last huge thank you so much to Arcane Fiberworks for sending me this gorgeous yarn and again, making these projects a reality in the Yarn Dungeon. Happy Halloween, and I will see you in my next video.